a So Pretty Kitty. This is the second half of my children's make video that I posted earlier, where I'll be talking to you about some of my favourite patterns for children. So I'll crack on with the first. Leggings. My girls do not wear trousers. They refuse. They've had loads of trousers given to them in the past and they just sit in the drawer. So it was important for me to find a really good leggings pattern because they live in leggings if they're not in dresses. The Oliver and S Playtime leggings, which I downloaded as a PDF from their website. It was really easy to do. I was a bit nervous because I haven't really had that much to do with PDF patterns. The whole sticking together, tracing off process kind of leaves me a bit cold, to be honest. But I was so keen to try these leggings out, it was worth it. And actually, they are a brilliant shape. My girls have got quite skinny legs and tiny waists. So the taller they get, the more difficult it is to find shop-bought leggings that fit them properly, because if they fit round the waist, often they're quite short because I have to go for a younger size. So with this pattern, what I've managed to do is grade between sizes so that I can make it fit nicely around the waist and be long enough to go right down to the ankle. I've actually got, I've made them a couple of pairs of navy blue Ponte leggings for their PE kits at school, and I've only got 2 pairs here, but there are more in the house, I'm sure. I just couldn't find them today. So this, I think, was the prototype pair, made out of a really nice sort of rose pink Ponte Roma that I was gifted by a friend, and it's got great recovery. You really need something with a good amount of stretch and decent recovery to make leggings. I've made that mistake with a pair of black ones that I made my eldest, and the jersey just didn't have enough recovery, and she wears them literally 10 minutes later. The knees have gone, the bum's all baggy. Nobody wants a baggy bum. So yeah, these pink ones are for my middle child, and I don't know what you can say. Easy to put together. Once you get your head around putting one leg inside the other to sew the crotch up, which you need to make sure that you mark your pattern piece well, which is the front, which is the back, so that process is easier. But yeah, it's got elasticated waist, like made with a channel that runs round, and I put my little Pretty Kitty label in the inside so she knows which is the front and which is the back, because that's the only other thing to mention when you make your own leggings. It's obviously not that easy to tell, so what I usually do is put a couple of pins in the front leg pieces so that I know which is the front and which is the back. So there's those. Also made a pair out of this really cute mint green jersey, which came from my fabrics.co.uk, I think. My husband bought me a stash for Christmas, and this was in the stash. It's got really cute, I don't know whether I think they must be pandas. Yeah, so she's obviously quite a bit taller than my middle child, but still quite skinny around the middle, so it's nice to be able to make a pair that actually fit her really comfortably. And this fabric's got great recovery, doesn't bag out. It's slightly lighter weight than a Ponte. It's more of a t-shirt knit, but yeah, great staple. So if you're looking for a leggings pattern, I can definitely recommend Oliver and S. Moving on to great tween patterns, because my eldest is 10 now, so she fits into the tween category, which is kind of a bit scary. I can't believe she's grown up that much, but I am still really keen to be making her clothes all through her teenage years, if it's not uncool to do that. So I have to choose my patterns wisely, and I have to say this one is an absolute gem. This is a new look pattern 6241, and as you can see, you get the option of 2 different types of jersey skirts and this nice raglan sleeve t-shirt top, which I'm all for having sort of staple pieces that you can make again and again really quickly, because when you've got children, time is of the essence when you're sat at the sewing machine. So yeah, I first of all when I saw the picture, I thought maybe this top might be a bit short, and I was kind of right. I made a toile, in fact, out of the same fabric that my BB's made out of, because I was gifted quite a lot of this, and it's quite nice to have a little test run. I like to make wearable toiles because it's nothing worse than making something and then you just can't wear it. Sometimes obviously the fit's wrong and then you can't wear it, but I thought I'd give it a go in a dark green fabric first to see how the length would fit. And I have to say I was really pleased with how it turned out. It's a lovely shape sweatshirt. This is more of a sweatshirt because it's made of ponte, but it's actually a t-shirt shape really. It's got these nice raglan sleeves. As you can see, I added, to jazz it up a bit because it was kind of plain, just in a dark green, a shop bought embroidery patch. I'm not entirely sure where my husband, because he bought this for Christmas as well, got this one from online somewhere. If I find out, I'll add it in. But she's a Harry Potter fan, so this is her Harry Potter outfit. I made her this green top and actually lengthened the t-shirt by about an inch, I think, because she's not keen on anything that stops too high up. I also had to lengthen the sleeves a little bit, maybe a couple of centimetres, but they were the only real adjustments that I made. The neckband went in really beautifully. I made the whole thing on my overlocker, which means it's really nice and neat inside. I took the plunge and changed the threads, which is a scary thing to do on an overlocker, but my mum gave me a tip: cut the threads, tie the new ones on, and then really carefully pull them through one by one. And it works if you're careful and you've got nicely tied knots. You obviously have to stop before you get to the needle on two of the threads because the knot won't go through the needle. But if you do that, you can rethread the overlocker really, really easily, because I love my overlocker, but threading it, that takes a lot of time. So the green jersey top was actually a toile for the main event, which was this sausage dog t-shirt, and I can tell you my eldest loves sausage dogs. It's her favourite breed, and when I found this really cute mustard sausage dog fabric at a knitting and stitching show that I went to, and I can't remember what the name of the seller was, but I have seen this fabric on Instagram quite a lot, so I'm sure you'll be able to find stockists online. It was quite expensive for me. I'm not a massive splurger when it comes to fabric. It was maybe $14.50 a metre or something like that. But because of the sausage dogs, when I saw it, I was like, I have to buy that for her. She will love it. And she does love it. She wears it all the time. So yeah, I also really loved the shape of this jersey skirt and thought I would give that a little go as well. I made a really cute Christmas skirt out of some more fabric that was given to me. I was so lucky. I've got this friend at work who just buys fabric and then gives me what she doesn't want anymore. And this has got gingerbread men all over it and was a really lovely skirt for Christmas. So as you can probably, I don't know if you can see because the print's quite difficult to tell, but there is a yoke type arrangement at the top of this skirt, and under which you attach the sort of main body of the skirt. It's the same front and back, so it doesn't matter which way round you wear it. So this was a hit and took next to no time to run up. Really quick, simple skirt. So I made another one in a dark blue Ponte Roma, in actually sort of similar type of fabric to this, but just in a navy, which I've also made leggings out of, and she's wearing that skirt today, so I can't show you, but I can highly recommend this pattern for that. I haven't been brave enough to try a V neckline on a jersey knit yet, but I think at some point I will have a go at that. And this skirt variation looks kind of cool, so that's got more of like pleats in it, and I've never done pleats in jersey, so I can tell that this is going to be a well-used pattern in years to come. as my middle child grows up as well, because the age variation is 8 to 16 on this one. So yeah, thumbs up to that. Moving on to my younger two. So my youngest is 4, soon to be 5, and my middle child is 6. I found this book and oh, it's just gorgeous. It's called The Fox, the Bear and the Bunny. It's by Natalie Martin and Naomi Reagan, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And I only wish I'd found this book sooner, because the patterns only go up to age 6, I think, and they're so cute. I want to make everything in this book, and I'm running out of time because my children are growing up too fast. I have used so far the pattern for the long sleeve t-shirt. So this is actually in the book a t-shirt for wearing underneath this really cute mouse dress, which I'll show you. How sweet is that? When I saw the pattern for the t-shirt, this was actually the first thing I've ever made in jersey. I think it was my very first make, and it was so easy, it made me excited to do more. I've used this pattern on a number of occasions to make lots of different types of t-shirts, and there's also a really nice sweater pattern in here in the bear section. It's called the Little Brown Bear Sweater, and I've made a couple of versions of that too, which I'll show you. This was like a wearable toile just to test it out in a white ponte. Really nice, it fits beautifully. You set the sleeves in flat, so it's really straightforward, and I made that t-shirt to go with a pair of pyjama bottoms that I made with some astronaut fabric. So once I'd made the toile and decided that was a nice fit, I went on to make a couple of other t-shirts for my daughter, my middle daughter. This one with these cute swans all over it, it's got fluff on, which was from Empress Mills. Just so cute, really soft, nice, really nice quality jersey, and actually quite reasonably priced from what I remember. I also made her, so I made 2 of these. I think I could get 2 t-shirts out of a metre, which is really good value. And I made another 2 with a really cute toucans, I think, toucan print, but I'll insert a picture if I can. And moving on to this sweatshirt, I've made 2 of those sweatshirts out of some grey sweatshirting fabric from my local haberdashery. It's got quite long sleeve cuffs, which I'm not sure whether or not they're a bit too long really. I know in the pattern in the book you're supposed to make, because it's a bear sweatshirt, the main body of the sweater is meant to be made out of something sort of fleecy and thick and snuggly, and then ribbing is used for the cuffs. So I think with the ribbing it may be a little bit more comfortable, because they really are quite tight, but all we tend to do is just fold them up when they wear them so that they're more just like normal cuffs on a sweatshirt. And I put another shop bought embroidery patch on that one just to make it a bit more interesting. And then this is for my son, so same pattern, same sweatshirt, but this time I found a image of a shark that I liked and freehand drew that onto some applique paper, and then just attach that to the sweatshirt and stitch round with a little zigzag stitch, if you can see there, just to make that sweatshirt something a little bit more interesting for him. I have plans to make other things from that book sooner rather than later, because as the children grow up I'm starting to panic that I won't have made as much as I can from that beautiful book. So that's The Fox, the Bear and the Bunny. So if you've got any comments, please leave them in the comment box below. Click like if you liked watching my video, and subscribe to see the next one. Thanks very much. Bye.